Hi everybody, hope everybody's well. Thanks ever so much for joining me once again for another review from Glove Tech Reviews. Today I'm going to be having a look at a couple of new wallets that Rossm have kindly sent over to me for review. As you can see here, I've got two different wallets here to look at. One is an AirTag wallet and the other one is just a normal wallet without the option of the AirTag placement. What I wanted to just kind of firstly address, if you check out the channel, you'll probably see that I've done a review previously in relation to AirTag wallets. Rossm is obviously one of them that was incorporated within that. One thing that I did kind of bring up when I did that review was that whilst their packaging was good, it was prone to damage in transit. And it's something that I did sort of raise with them that I think they needed to have a look at. I'm pleased to say it looks like they've taken that feedback on board because, I mean, I'll just show you where this is obviously, this was the previous packaging that they sent. Brilliant in principle. It was a metal tin and contained obviously the wallet inside. But the only problem with it was it was prone to getting damaged, as you can probably see there with the dents. Because of the poor packaging that was being sent in. So the actual tin was lovely, so there's a real nice big dent across there. So if you were giving it as a gift, I'd be a little bit disappointed if it had come in that sort of condition. So they've obviously done a little bit of work and they've now brought about this new packaging, which is, best way to describe it, the box is a little bit more like an Apple type product. So it's that slow opener where you lift it up and it obviously reveals the contents inside. It is a little bit disappointing in the sense that it's still prone to damage. I noticed on here, mine, you can see along this edge here, it's got a dent. There's a couple of little dents within the actual box as well. Same with this one, and these obviously came together. I think the easy way that Rossm can kind of improve on this is just by simply bubble wrapping the actual products. These just came literally stacked together and were in a cellophane bag. So it's no wonder that they got damaged, to be fair. Not a big deal, but obviously if you're looking at buying these with a view to giving them as a gift of some description, just be aware obviously they may end up being damaged. Whether they've only sent them in that condition because it's for review purposes, whether you know, if you're buying them directly, whether they will package them more sufficiently, I'm not sure. I'd be interested to know if you can let me know, stick it in the comments. If the packaging is adequate when it comes to, it'd be worthwhile knowing so that I know when I'm doing these reviews. So without further ado then, so what I'm going to do, obviously I've got the two here, I'm going to just take a look at this first one. So this is the Rossm Carbon 3K wallet. Like I say, I've done these reviews before. What I would advise you do is just take a look back at some of the reviews, the review that I've done before, which covers exactly what the features are. The idea of today's video is to just kind of give you a bit of a first look really at this product, so you just kind of see exactly what it kind of looks like and kind of the new boxing on experience, etc. So it just obviously lifts off. So package contents is the wallet itself. It comes as I've previously reviewed. You've obviously got the wallet. You've got the screwdriver, which enables you to take the panels off, which we'll have a look at in a moment. You've got the cash strap option within the packaging as well, which just goes and you can swap out, which I'll talk about in a moment. You've then got a spare elastic included in there as well as standard, and then you've got the spare screws, additional screws, should you need them as well. So let's have a look. So when you first take it out, you've got one of the little sample cards in there. So this is your first look. So this is the Rossm Carbon. I think this looks absolutely awesome, to be honest. One thing I will note and mention is the website. If you find and see this one on the website, described as a red carbon, the website really shows the colour, and to me it looks like it's pink. But in person it's absolutely not pink. It's definitely red and a very dark grey, and obviously it's carbon fibre. So yeah, just be mindful, the colour rendition on the website is really off, in my opinion, to what's actually in front of me now. So yeah, I mean it feels amazing. Obviously I've already had this out of the packaging to sort of get a bit of a feel for it. Obviously as standard it comes included with the money clip there, but as I said in my previous review, you've got the option to basically use the included screwdriver, and all you're simply going to do is unscrew these screws here. That panel would then come off. It allows you to either replace the elastic strap that's included in the packaging. If you need to replace it or anything like that, you can swap it out. So if you're looking at removing and changing out this clip for the cash strap, all you simply need to do is remove all the screws. So whilst you've got it all apart, obviously, take that piece off, and then that strap just simply straps around that panel. You put it back down and screw all of them back in again, and then you've got the cash strap version included in there. So like I say, really good quality, and then obviously you've got the option to pop your cards in. Okay, so I've got my cards in there at the minute. I've got 4 cards in there at the moment. So as the previous one, the wallets obviously operate in the same way. So just a simple push in the corner, and that will allow you to fan your cards out, be able to pick whichever one you like, and then it just simply slots straight back in, like so. One thing to note as well, with it being new, it is very tight, so it's a little bit difficult to open and eject, but I can certainly vouch for the other wallet that I've been using. The elastic does begin to start to stretch a little bit. I think that's probably the reason why they include a spare elastic for you to be able to swap this out for a new one, all included in the packaging, which I think is awesome. So yeah, really good wallet, and it just looks so good. Really classy, nice deep red, in my opinion. Like I say, the website, it looks very pink, in my opinion. So yeah, just want to be aware of. Okay, so that's the red carbon 3K wallet. So let's take a look at the other one. Okay, so this is the other wallet from Rossm. So this is the carbon fibre AirTag wallet, which is their next step up from their base model AirTag wallet, which was the one that I reviewed on the channel previously. So that's this one. So this particular one has obviously got the AirTag holder within there. And then it works obviously exactly the same as all the other ones, but this particular one is just a matte black colour, so nothing particularly exciting. One thing I did mention, when I did review it, it was a little bit boring, if I'm honest, because it's just plain. Serves its purpose and works wonderfully, but yeah, it just looks a little bit boring. Certainly when you look at the other one that we've just looked at, this one just looks amazing in comparison. But obviously that one doesn't have the AirTag holder, whereas this one obviously does. So if you want to pay a little bit more, then basically you can step up to this model here, which we'll take a look at now. So unboxing is going to be exactly the same, it's no different. Package contents are exactly the same. Instruction guide, the screwdriver, the cash clip, and then obviously the actual wallet itself. So I'll just pop that off to one side. So again, like I say, you get the spare elastic to replace out, spare screwdriver, obviously the included clip if you want to use that option rather than the included cash strap, which is obviously included a stand on this one. So like I say, this one is the carbon fibre, which again, this particular one, I don't know whether the light can catch it very well, if you can actually see that very well, but this again looks really stealthy, and I think this for me is going to be my go-to, because I need to have an AirTag holder. I cannot rock my wallet without an AirTag now. I'm always misplacing my wallet, so I need to be able to find it. One thing I did mention to them when I reviewed this one was I made a comment that it was very fiddly and time consuming to remove this AirTag from the unit, simply because you have to unscrew all screws and take that whole panel off to then reveal access to the AirTag. I did also feedback that it wasn't particularly secure. As you can see there, the AirTag just spins. Not a big deal, but obviously it does spin around. It isn't particularly secure. Rossm did reach out on the back of that review to advise that they say on this particular model the AirTag is actually designed to go in the other way, so the white side up, not this way up. But for me, the Apple logo is, I wanted that to be showing. I didn't want it to show the white side because the white side's boring. So yeah, that's the reason. Apparently it's a lot more secure if you put it in the other way around, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to look like that. So yeah, when they did reach out and kind of address that. So what they basically said is they've updated the model, and this is where we're at now. And obviously this is in a carbon fibre material. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my AirTag out of my old wallet and just transfer it across to here, which upon face value, the fitting is different. So it looks to me that all you need to do is simply remove the two screws, as opposed to having to remove all of these surrounding screws as well and taking the whole lot off. So it looks like two screws either side, and that piece is going to come off. So let's just have a look at that now. Okay, so I've just managed to get the AirTag off my old wallet and into this one. One thing I didn't realise, I was using the screwdriver that came with this new one, and I tried to unscrew the screws from my old one to take obviously the AirTag out, and discovered that the screwdriver was actually a different fitting at the end. So in other words, the screws on the other wallet are slightly different to this one, so I weren't able to use the same screwdriver to undo the screws. So far easier to get that in and out. It is simply two screws. That plastic piece comes off, you pop the tag underneath and pop the panel back on and screw it back down. Job done. It is as easy as that. So yeah, I really like this, if I'm honest. I quite like black products. I like the carbon fibre. Again, it feels exactly the same as the red, but it's just a little bit more stealthy, and more importantly, it's got the included AirTag, which is the bit that I needed. The AirTag holder, not obviously the AirTag. So yeah, this is awesome. I really like this. The reason why I like them is simply because they're so compact. So even if you load this up with cards, anything up to sort of 12, whilst it will expand out and get obviously thicker, it still maintains the overall size of a credit card. And that, to me, stacking out this way and putting it in your pocket rather than expanding this way on having a larger wallet and having the cards all over the place, this for me just keeps that. It keeps the compactness right down, which is the bit I really like, and obviously it works exactly the same. You spread your cards through, and then from there you can obviously pull them out and get access to them. I think they're both really good wallets. I'd actually spend a little bit more and opt for this particular model. I just think it looks better. It's certainly not a lot more premium. It's easier to access the AirTag to be able to get it on and off as you need. you've just got to kind of weigh up which is more important to you. If you've got AirTags and you kind of invested in the ecosystem and you've got pretty much AirTags on everything, I mean, I've got obviously my AirTag on my wallet, but I've also got it on my set keys as well. My wife's got it on her keys as well, so I'm quite invested in that side of it. If you're not into the AirTags and you don't want to kind of get into that side of things, this is amazingly slim. The difference with this, obviously with not having the AirTag holder, you do have the ability to cut down on the overall size. What I'll do is I'll just remove my cards from there. So when you actually look at the overall footprint, so you can see turn it that way, the AirTag holder will obviously add on a little bit of thickness, but I suppose if you kind of weigh up the clip against the cash strap, if you were to go with the clip, it's going to make it a little bit thicker, but if you went with the cash strap and an AirTag, the overall size of it isn't going to be too dissimilar. It's neither in nor there, so you can see there, look, so it's about the same. But obviously it maintains this flushness anyway, so it, you know, it doesn't get in the way anyway. You don't even feel it in your pocket. I've been using this for a while, the other style. You don't feel them anyway, so nothing really to worry about. So yeah, a really good product. I like the update. I like the update to the mechanism to hold the AirTag in. That's definitely a massive improvement. I like the improvement to the packaging, albeit they really need to be bubble wrapping this stuff when they're sending out in the post, because they're obviously getting thrown around vans, etc. So really good gift idea. So if you're thinking of giving something like this as a gift, it's really attractive, and you're getting everything in the box as well. Obviously you're getting a spare elastic, so when this elastic eventually, you know, gets too stretchy, as I said earlier on, you can just simply remove this and replace it with a new one, which is included in the box. So you know, you can't say further than that, to be able to replace it without any additional costs. So yeah, there's not a lot to complain about at all. In fact, there isn't anything you can complain about really. They feel very robust, they're RFID protected, so you're not going to get anybody scanning them with the readers. So all in all, thumbs up from me. If you've got any sort of questions that you want to kind of ask in relation to them, drop some info in the comments, and I will respond to you. Anybody that has previously put comments on, you'll all know I always come back to everybody. So any questions that you've got, I'll personally reply to you and be able to answer any questions. As always, thanks ever so much for joining us. Don't forget, please like and subscribe this video to get more content like this. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss another video. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.